bragging about you. I guess there's a play near the goal line where you were able to kind of get in. You said you did real well. Just talk about your performance in the scrimmage.
I think I did well. I made all the plays I was expected to make. I mean, scrimmage is a little different from you when you're kind of a veteran guy on the team. You try to eliminate mistakes. You try to weigh like the amount of plays you have versus the mistakes you made. Because an older guy, you should pretty much know the entire playbook, so you like want to capitalize on all the plays that you should make and really minimize on the mental mistakes.
Have you noticed, and I asked Nigel this, the difference because the defensive line since you've been here has progressed so much and they've gotten bigger, deeper? I mean, has it made your job easier at linebacker?
I mean, it always makes the job easier. I just told the other reporters that, a middle linebacker is only as good as his D tackles. When you have huge 300-pound D tackles, it kind of makes it easy for you to fly around and make plays.
Are you and Telvin viewing this as a battle for the starting job? Or does it, at the end of the day, not really matter because you're both going to play a bunch anyway?
I mean, I really wouldn't call it a battle. Like, let me take some time for this question. Like, when you have two people that bring completely different things to the game, you know what I mean? And when you put them together, it's not really like it's a battle, you know what I mean? And then we're looking at it from we're two totally selfless individuals. I mean, I can see if I was competing against somebody who was like, I want this to be mine, and I want this, and I want this, but it's kind of not like that. It's not really a competition or a battle because we both understand that we both have something unique to offer the team, and that the team needs our both unique abilities to be able to get to where we're trying to get to. So, I mean, it would be foolish of me to be selfish and be like, I only want to do this and I want to play this, when I know that somebody is more adapted doing something over me. Like, I'm not going to be that type of guy. So, I mean, it is a battle, yes, but, I mean, not really because I trust in Coach Stoops. He's going to put us in situations where he knows that, our skills are going to shine the most.
Now, Coach Fisher has blamed guys like us for getting too caught up in heights and weights, and this guy looks like a Mike, this guy looks like a Sam. At the end of the day, does it really matter? Could they put any of you guys out there at all three positions and you'd be fine?
That's the funny thing I always tell people. Like I tell my dad and my uncles and stuff. Like, I mean, it's all universal. I mean, linebacker is linebacker. I mean, if you look at Christian Jones could play any one of them. I could play any one of them. Like, we all could play any one of them. Like, especially in the way our defense is designed. Like, a lot of things we do when we're shifting, when we're rolling in coverages and stuff, people end up at different linebackers' positions. I mean, a lot of people don't really understand that. Like, a lot of times a middle linebacker, he might be a Sam on this, or the Will might actually be the Mike on this. So it doesn't really matter so much about weight and height. It's just, can you play linebacker? Can you stop the run? Can you play in coverage?
How is Chad doing at fullback, transitioning over to fullback? Have you gone up, I'm sure you've gone up against him some in practice.
Yeah, I think Chad is doing a tremendous job at fullback. I mean, he was hitting people when he was wearing white shirts, so now he just switched over to the red jersey, and he's still hitting people, so it hasn't really changed anything.
First chance to line up same defense with your brother in a while. What's that been like?
It's really awkward. I mean, because I haven't really, like, when I first played, he's just a different person now. When I played my little brother in high school, he was like a little freshman. He actually really wasn't even that good, to be honest with you. But now he's like has this whole different persona about him, and just the confidence that he's been able to like develop. It's amazing watching him back there doing things. Like, sometimes he surprised me. It's like, wow, man, like, that's my little brother. I used to have pillow fights with this guy. He's like a monster now, so it's kind of amazing.
Who's going to be the most excited in your family when you guys come out of that tunnel for that first game together?
I don't know, man. It's going to be just tears everywhere this first game. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm happy I'm just going to be on the sideline, not in the stands. It's going to just be like an emotional pep rally up there in the stands.
How impressive is this running back segment? I mean, even Chris and Jermaine haven't even been out there much, but just overall, how much depth does this running back position have?
I mean, it's scary. I think defensive tackle and running back are the two positions right now. We're just like loaded. Like, and then you got the two freshmen. They can really bring it too. So it's just unbelievable. I mean, then Ty Jones now is adding that level of consistency that he needed to add in. So it's really amazing.
What would you think? What area of the linebacking core would they need to improve on as far as like coming out of the spring right now into the summer? Where do you think you guys need to improve the most?
I can't really say that we need to really improve on anything. I just think that it'd be more like game experience because, I mean, although I played in a lot of games, this probably would be my first time starting. And then, we had a lot of guys coming off the bench playing, but none of us were really secure starters and never had, like, to be forced into, like, intense situations in the Florida game, the Miami game, and things of that nature. So I think that'll just play out as the season plays out. But as of right now, I think we're pretty solid and locked and loaded. We just got to, continue progressing like any linebacker has to do during 2 days.
How do you think the offensive line's doing? Obviously, there's been a lot of shifting around and different people in different places and injury stuff. I mean, What have you seen from them?
I think they're doing fine for what they have to work with. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shifting around and people trying to find their way. I think once Coach Trickett get them solidified and everybody knows exactly what they're doing, I think they'll be fine.
Not to take anything away from a guy like Bo, but as a linebacker in coverage, is this offense different when number 35's out there and you got to defend a guy like O'Leary in coverage?
I don't really know how to answer that question, to be honest with you. I mean, not saying that he's just a basic and regular tight end, but I'm saying that all of our tight ends, I believe, are dynamic, and they're all going to make plays, especially when you have, a coach like Jimbo who is going to, scheme and design things for him to get the ball. So, I mean, would it be different? I'm not saying it's different. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's any worse. I think he brings the same thing to the table that all of our great tight ends bring to the table.
You talked about the differences that you and Telvin bring to the position. In your opinion, what are some of those different things?
I would say that Telvin, y'all have watched him play. Y'all understand this. Telvin's more of a longer, rangier guy. He's fast, slimmer, lean, plays against the pass very well, plays against the run very well. Me, I play a lot of zone. I'm good in zone. I'm a bruiser. I can come downhill. I blitz well and things of that nature. So, I mean, those are probably just the most glaring things. And there's other things in our game, like if you break it down, you can see.
Last question.
Any kind of nickname given you guys like Thunder and Lightning or anything like that?
Nah.
Thanks, Vince.
No problem.